everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know my hair is a mess today, but we're just going to have to deal with that. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with V. If you are new here, welcome. So glad to have you. And if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. Okay, after this little intro, and once we're done here, I'll take a picture of what I've done so far on the canvas. We are still working on Little Helpers by Ann Stokes, and it is a Diamond Art Club. I had to take my camera down off the wall, so it's just the little tripod part to get to where I need it on the canvas. So if it's a little shaky, I will apologize right now. Anyway, we are just going to have a little whip and chat. I have my coffee right here. I just got this cup. I love it, even though it's not hot cocoa in it, but I really, really do like this cup. And sitting back here, there's times that I forget to turn off my Mickey warmer so it stays on, and that's not a good thing in here. Anyway, I wanted to show you something real quick. If you look behind me, I know you cannot see the whole chair, but this is the chair that Josh got me. It was actually an early Christmas present. And then he also got me this for this room back here. And for whenever I go camping, these are actually indoor safe, which I don't need it yet because it's my little heater over here. I can keep it on low and it's fine back here. But as soon as I turn it on high, it throws the breaker. So until it gets really, really, really cold, it was like 20 degrees last night, but nobody stays in this room at night, so it's not a big deal. And then it's not too bad in here right now. I do have to wear a jacket, but it's not terrible. I think it's like 30 degrees outside right now. But anyway, we are going to go ahead and switch over to the canvas. Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to pop this little picture in here real quick. This is just how much I've gotten done of this canvas so far. I took this picture after this whip and chat, so the square that I was working on is being completed in this. But we will go ahead and go back to the video now. Thank you. Okay, so that is the spot that I am working on right now. I'm sorry, I'm still having issues with that old. Hey, sorry about that. That was just my daughter dropping off my keys. She had used my van to take the kiddos to school. Anyway, I was going to try to zoom out just a little bit on this so you could see a little bit more of the canvas right now, but it's not working very well. So we will show a picture before this point on how this entire canvas looks so far. Let's go ahead and get back over to this. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to be working on this one right here. And then after that, I'm going to have to scoot my light pad down so I can do the rest of this side all the way down, and then I'll off the canvas the other way. Anyway, I got my little honeybee. So cute. I love these. I love putting stickers on my release papers. Okay, let's push that back up. And then in my Cobalt toolbox here that I have some of the extra drills that didn't fit in my little bottles. And I have those in Harbor Freight containers. But okay, so there is an AB on this one, and I always try to do the ABs first. Doesn't always happen, but I try to. So Josh is gone to take his mom to the doctor's appointment today. And then I don't believe Joshua has gotten out of bed yet. So I have everything to myself for a little bit, which is why I thought that I would do this coffee chat and WIP. These two pens, I put that nano tape in both of them, and I've got it in the two-placer on this one. And it's still working very well. I did have to wipe it down once, but that is it. And I've done quite a bit of this canvas since I've put it in there. So yeah, that tape will last me a long time. And I've even worked on one of my other canvases a little bit with one of these pens. I don't remember which one, which is a budget-friendly canvas. So it's lasted pretty good. And yeah, I know I could be multi-placing on this part, but at least the two-placer anyway. But for me, multi-placing with any placer going this way does not work. I had my granddaughter here yesterday, which is nothing new, but the last two times she's been here, I fixed chicken nuggets just because that's what I had here that was simple to fix for lunch. So I fixed some chicken nuggets and French fries, and I give them to her, and she says, "Nene, you make the best chicken nuggets." And I'm thinking they're just frozen chicken nuggets that I put in the deep fryer. But anyway, she loves the chicken nuggets, so she got to eat her lunch. And then she ended up taking a nap. This week, sometime, I should be getting a package in from Amazon. And it is not actually my package, it's actually my daughter's. But she sent it here and wants me to do these diamond paintings for her. She just hasn't felt much like diamond painting lately, so she's been cross-stitching a lot more. And so she sent those to me and asked me if I would do those canvases for her, which they're just little small canvases, but whenever I get the package in, I will show them on the channel what I'm going to be doing. Still got to set up my other table over there so that I can record. It'll probably have to just be with this for right now, the same setup that I have here, except I don't know. Anyway, we'll get it done. It'll be the way that I've got it set up here, just because I don't have a flag a flagpole holder over on the wall over there. And even if I did, it would have to go out a little ways to get the full table, so. Or I could get one that I could clip on there. But I really don't want to do that because every time you move the table on that type, it shakes your whole camera. It's probably shaking a little bit every time I do it here. One of these days I'm going to get me a better webcam that I can move around and maybe have 2 different camera views. That would really be nice. Because if I do it the other way with my 2 camera setups at the same time, it starts squealing. So I don't want to do that. We had a fairly slow weekend at work. It wasn't real busy. I figure the closer it gets to Christmas, the more that the busier we will get. But it wasn't too bad this week at work. In fact, Monday I ended up staying for Josh and let him go ahead and go home, which I offer all the time. And he just normally doesn't take me up on it. But anyway, he left at 11:30. I was done by 12. So I didn't have to stay there much longer than normal. He's always joking with me that I'll turn into a pumpkin if I don't leave by midnight. But what else? Don't really have a whole lot going on. As usual, my life right now is it's not as busy as normal, which I'm thankful for. Even though I might go and see my mom later today. And I saw a post where the facility that she's in, one of the residents made this beautiful Afghan, and they're gonna sell raffle tickets so that it can be given away at the Christmas party to raise money for I believe it's for the arts and crafts and future parties and all that. I thought about seeing if they wanted one of the bigger diamond paintings that I've got that I haven't got hanging up, and seeing if they would like to do the same thing with that. I think I've got Sloth Puzzle that's not hanging up, and I've got the old shoe house that's not hanging up just yet. And then there is a Josephine wall one. It was the mystery one that I've got that's not hanging up. They're just rolled back up and in a tube in the back room until I can figure out what I want to do with them. And I was hoping to have this one already done, but last month was just too busy and I didn't get to work on this nearly as much as I wanted. I'm still not. I'm doing some of my cross stitch mainly at night. Once Josh gets home from work, I'll go in there and cross stitch so that we can kind of visit a little bit. Not in a separate room. And I'm really loving with cross for me. It makes a huge difference having the square hoops. I think DP Crazy Lady called them something different. I don't remember the name that she said, but I absolutely love those. Because I have always had trouble getting those hoops on there the way they're supposed to go. And then keeping them tight. But the square ones are a lot easier for me. I think I'm going to have to clean this one again because it's not giving me my popping noise that I like. So far with this canvas, I have been running, and I don't think it's the nano tape. I think that it is the canvas itself. I'm running into spots that just are not very sticky and won't release the drills. And it's just like just a spot of like 3 or 4 drills, and then everything goes back to the way it's supposed to be. And excuse me, it could very well be that it is just an older canvas, and my daughter did get this from me from a D-Stash group because she didn't think that it was going to be coming back to Diamond Art Club, but they've had it back several times. In fact, I think that they have it on there right now. I could be wrong. But anyway, so far though, other than that, I'm not having a whole lot of problems. The drills are good. It's not like the last one where I had all kinds of drills sticking together. I absolutely hated that. And instead of being able to put most of those, I want to say it was the 310 drills in my spare drills, I just threw them out because they were all sticking together and I didn't want to mess with them again. So here soon, I think I'm going to start on one of my cross stitch conversions. And I'm going to try something a little bit different with that. I've got the bell. I bought the bell cross stitch from Creatively Stitching. I purchased it from there, and I want to change that into a diamond painting. So I've got it on Pattern Keeper, and I'm going to use that to go through there. And I'm hoping that the canvas that I'm going to use is going to be long enough and big enough. I'll probably do the outside edges first, just to make sure that it's going to work just fine. Because the canvas that I am using is from another Diamond Art Club, and it was actually used for a round, so I know I'm not going to be able to use it to try and think what I'm saying. They're not going to line up with the circles and stuff that are on there because squares and rounds are a different size. But I really am hoping that it'll still fit and I'll be able to use it. It is, cannot even remember which one it is. But my daughter was in the middle of doing this canvas, and my granddaughter decided to pour out the drills, and she was halfway done with this canvas. Well, the Diamond Art Club insurance that they have will only replace 8 colors. And there was way more than that were poured out and mixed together. So it ended up coming back to Diamond Art Club. So she just went ahead and reordered the whole kit just for the drills. And I told her I wanted to try that canvas just to see if it would work for using it like a blank canvas, since I'm using square drills. Hopefully it'll cover up the background and stuff so you won't be able to see all that. Hopefully it works out. If I start doing it and it doesn't look right, then I will go ahead and order a blank canvas for me to use. And I might even try to do a smaller one on like a 30 by 40 on some of these that I don't think are going to turn out. So I can kind of see how it'll work out before I start on my bell one and waste all of those drills. And if all else fails, I can't convert it to a diamond painting, I can always cross stitch it. It'll take me a long, long time, but I can do it. What else? Really can't think of a whole lot more that's going on right now. It's only been like 21 minutes. Let's see. After this video, I'm going to try to record a few more videos. I think I have a completion video that I have not recorded yet. And then in that completion video, I might show you all the stuff that I'm working on. Just a little update of where I'm at. I've still got a kind of fall, Thanksgiving, winter canvas. I don't know what you want to call it. That I have not finished. And it's very close to being finished. I really need to finish it. But I've been working on my cross stitch while I'm in the living room instead of that. And I've actually got a little corner of the cross stitch done. Found out a better way for me to keep my colors on my threads and everything, because hats and hanging those little things that they come with all your colors up somewhere does not work very well. The cats like to play with the thread. So I got the little bobbins and the little case so that I can put them in there instead. And that works out a lot better for me as well. And plus, my cat is very determined. So like this morning before Josh left, I was in there working on that just a little bit. And she decided that she wanted some attention, so she just nudges her way up in my lap and lays down no matter what I'm trying to do. And every time I try to put the thread through with the needle, she would just nudge my hand, and I think I stabbed myself like 3 or 4 times before I just put her down and gave up on that for the moment. But she is a very determined cat. Sometimes in my videos you may hear her meowing outside the window because I will keep, whenever I'm in this room in here, I'll keep the doggy door closed because it lets in a lot of cold air. Way too cold. At least for me. So while I'm in here, I'll close it, but then I'll open it back up whenever I'm not. So far, I think I've got enough blankets on the blankets and stuff on the little air mattress in here that she's not gonna be able to poke a hole in it. If she does, it'll be my fault. And I'll have to go get a new one because I use that air mattress whenever I tent camp. And right now, the reason that it's up is it's being used for Remy whenever she takes her naps. Which I've never seen a kid so good about taking naps. Because whenever she was eating, I noticed she kept yawning. And I was like, fine, we'll lay her down for a nap. About 1:30 so she can get a little nap in. Well, I told her it's time for your nap, and she was like, okay. And she just comes in here, lays down, and she's out in like minutes. Whenever I decided that I was going to lay her down for a nap, I came in here and turned on the heater and everything ahead of time. And plus, there's plenty of blankets on that bed. And she was out in minutes. So while she was sleeping, I had Joshua watch her. No, I didn't leave her here by herself. But I had Joshua watch her while I ran to town and got a few things. And I went out to our Walmart. I don't know what was going on yesterday. Could have been that there's snow in the forecast for this weekend. But I went to Family Dollar and it was packed. I just went in there for one thing. And then I went to Walmart and they were packed. And I live in a small town. So it was just the stores in town and everything was packed. And normally it's not like that. During the middle of the day when everybody else is probably at work. But I was really surprised. And I went out to Walmart to get water, which the only great value water that they had left in the 40 packs of the bottled water was on the very back. And I was like, I am not dragging that up to the front. So they had some Aquafina that was on sale. It was the same price. It was just 7 bottles less water. And I thought, I'm just going to grab that. It's on the front of the shelf. I won't have any problem with it. So that's what I grabbed. And then I was going to go over and get some more of the little plastic bobbins for the thread so I could finish the rest of the canvas that I was working on, just winding the thread up on it for the cross stitch. And whenever I bought some the other day, there was like 20 of them there. I went back today and yesterday, and every one of them was gone. Somebody decided that they needed all of them. So hopefully in the next week or so, they'll have some more out there. I've got enough for this canvas. I may need a few more if I work on a few different colors, because what I'm doing is you have your full strands, and then I have a set that's just numbered 1 to 45 or 48. That is all the colors of the strands that I have split as I'm working on them. So with cross stitch, though, that is the one thing that I do not like doing. I don't like splitting the strands, but you have to. Okay, so there's not much else to talk about, and I know I've talked about nothing, but that's all that's going on right now. I will see you next time. Hopefully I'll have this video out by tomorrow. And excuse me. And maybe I'll get an unboxing and a completion done. So anyway, I will see you later. Have a good day. If you don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And everyone, take care. Bye.